Oh boy! Lots of breaking news happening in the world of Naruto. We got Baryon mode and a new Sasuke announced for Storm Connections. We got Ero, Minato, and Shinobi Striker. A bunch of Kakarot announcements. Gundam, Attack on Titan, fighting game tweets. Oh boy, it's gonna be a packed... Where's the button? Around the bush. Hello and welcome to Around the Bush, everybody. My name is Globku, and my co-host should be joining soon. In the meantime, we got some mods over here in the voice chat, and we're gonna have a good time today. How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling good. I like the news we have, and a lot of discussions we had because of it.
Tim unmuted himself. I thought he was gonna talk, so I took a bite, and now he left me hanging. Fuck. Look, man.
I'm going to my PC. Give me a sec.
It's a lot of breaking news. I honestly, a lot is happening. I barely had time to eat before this. I'm gonna be eating during the stream.
Is that new graphic, Globku?
Was that a what?
New graphic.
No.
For AFT.
Tim. No.
AAT. Oh, I haven't been here for a while. Okay?
Yeah, I'm noticing that, Tim. I am
because
noticing
I'm
that.
working. I'm usually working during this time. My schedules have been horrible, so I've been working.
Fake fan confirmed.
How am I a fake fan if I can't even be here?
I'm a fake fan if not. I'm not even a fan.
Touche.
Touche, Tim. Touche. Let's start with a headline of today. A tweet came out of nowhere, like less than an hour ago. Actually, exactly an hour ago. Naruto export Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. Naruto Uzumaki Baryon mode and Sasuke Uchiha supporting Kage. It's a bad variation name. Will be joining as new playable characters. For more info, please visit here. There's nothing here. All right, there's nothing. Like, and they put me on a Spanish website. Like, I'm not even okay. Thanks, Bandai, for thinking my country is a part of Spain. Stay tuned for more about new playable characters. So it seems they're doing announcements like this, and this is the first one since the announcement trailer where they announced Ashura and Indra. I think Naruto Baryon mode is someone everyone expected. Like, everyone expected this to come out. That said, Sasuke as new form, I don't think was so obvious. I think, yeah, it's a very smart move, but not so obvious. To me, the biggest deal here is not the character announcements themselves. It's the fact that we got gameplay uncut for the very first time. And we actually pulled the video. So I have it bigger. I have it in bigger resolution right here. Boom. 1080p, baby. 1080p. So, let's look at this. Naruto does not start in Baryon mode. Go ahead, Tim. I'm going to pause. So Tim can
I do want to say, I usually don't rate arena fighters that much, but man, CC2 are actually doing bits, and it's actually kind of hype for me. For someone who doesn't like
doing bits?
Arena fights, doing bits as in they're doing well, doing bits is usually doing well. It means doing well.
I don't know if they're doing well because like
but I mean in terms of visuals, I'm saying bits.
They have always done that though. Like,
yeah, I know they've always, but like it's kind of hard for them to top themselves usually. But I feel like for what's been shown so far, it looks like they topped themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I felt that way about Demon Slayer as well, and you hate that game, so.
That's true.
So yeah, Naruto does not start as Baryon mode. I don't know if you guys had the same, like, if you ever thought about Storm Connections, you guys can answer in chat too. If you guys thought about, okay, Storm Connections is coming, what characters are they going to make? Like, one of those characters is, without a doubt, it's going to be Baryon mode, right? Did you think Baryon mode was going to be an awakening, or did you think it was going to be Baryon mode from the start?
I thought it was going to be
Baryon mode from the start.
From the start. Usually, when it comes to things like forms, it's just from start.
Yeah.
So, a character in a Storm Guns ever transformed in forms before like that? Like...
Yeah, no, a lot of them do actually. Like you got Night Guys in Awakening, you know. You got a bunch of Susanos. You got a whole bunch of things. The co-host is here, Rene. Hi, how's it going?
I made it. I'm very happy.
Let me know when I switch cameras so I can keep eating.
It should be good. It should be good now.
Press the button.
Let's
look
take
at
a
Rene.
look. That's me.
Hey, well so yeah, we were all scrambling because this came out 1 hour before we went live. So I recorded a video. There's going to be a video on the channel. Vegeta's is editing it right now. Rina just finished it with a thumbnail. We got a well-oiled machine here.
I love how we were just talking about what we're gonna do for the ATB. What's gonna happen in the Around the Bush. We're mentioning I gave Globku a title. He thought he was for a video because Shinobi Striker stuff is happening, and then all of a sudden, our plans go to shit because Storm. We love this. We love this. This is good. This is good for us. This is good for the channel. Good news.
I've been very stressed, man. I'm not gonna lie. The financial situation of YouTube is keeping me awake at night in a way that I do not like. This was a breath of fresh air. This coming out means I don't have to work hard until Tuesday. This is so good.
Yeah, and not only that, I feel like this is the start of them releasing new characters, new characters that weren't playable before, which is fantastic for us. And for the game as well. I'm very excited for this. I was not expecting Naruto Baryon to be an awakening. I don't know what the Sasuke is, honestly. What is this new Sasuke? Is this... It had to be a Sasuke, of course, because it's a new Naruto.
2 months older than the last version.
I love how they name it like Support Kage.
Support
like, It's just the,
It's such a bad variation name, too.
It is
supporting Kage. What do you mean?
It's terrible. It's terrible. But anyway, I mean, it's probably... It will be a new fighting style, maybe a new jutsu or something. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a bit weird.
We have a lot to look at and break down already, actually. So yeah, I was polling the guys in chat and voice chat as well. Like, when you thought about a new Baryon mode, did you think it was going to be an awakening or from the start? And I, too, thought it was going to be Baryon mode from the start. I love that it is an awakening, though. After seeing it in action, like, Baryon mode would have to look severely nerfed compared to what it is right now. The fact that they made it an awakening only means they can go all out with the power that thing has, right? So they gave it some crazy speed, they gave it some hard-hitting combos, they gave Baryon mode the power that it deserves to have from the show, but also it's a limited power-up. You go into awakening for a limited time. Like, you cannot keep Baryon mode up forever, So, like, it makes sense within the universe, too. I think that was such a smart idea. I don't know how people have been receiving it, because this just came out. But to me, even though I imagine it was going to be Baryon mode from the start instead of an awakening, I love that they made it an awakening only.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I think it makes it so that they can go a bit more nuts with how the character performs. And by the way, this animation, the transforming animation, everything with the attacks, the speed, and also like the
here?
Impact. Beautiful.
You got a frame by frame on that one. You got a frame by frame on that one.
It's amazing. Yeah, I did it because I was trying to go for thumbnail. I definitely did it. Ooh. Beautiful animation, man. And this is pretty bad, quality. When we get the 4K trailer for this, when we get to play this in 4K, ooh, baby, it's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, I love the effects.
Will this game have 4K? Demon Slayer does not.
This game will have 4K.
Yeah,
this game will definitely have 4K. Yes. No, it's not confirmed, but I can say it for sure because the
Demon Slayer has a PS5 version, man, and like it doesn't do 4K.
Step.
Not even on PC. You can't even force it to 4K. It's just upscales.
There's no way. There's no way.
It's CC2. Yes, there is.
I'm gonna tell you why. There is no reason for them to release a trailer, the initial trailer for this game in 4K. With those graphics and those lines, and then not releasing the game in 4K. I could be wrong.
No, very good point.
I could be wrong.
Very good point,
but,
man.
And
I agree.
Not only that, it is very rare for Bandai or even CC2 to release trailers in 4K. Like, it is very rare. Maybe because of that, because their games usually don't run on 4K. But honestly, like, the game looks so beautiful. That trailer looked so beautiful, and again, they could just down the line just scale down because the game is not running correctly. I don't think they will do it. Honestly, I think this will be a 4K game and it's gonna look beautiful. I really love, like, the moveset looks beautiful. Baryon mode, honestly, Sasuke, I don't know much about it. It's like the general effects, everything looking good.
Yeah, they're getting pretty creative with movesets too. Like, this is a simple up combo from Naruto. and you got one side switch, and like summoning almost like a spectral image of the QB is super creative. Dash cancel into the air, do an air combo, knockdown. Different thing from this knockdown. I don't see a bunch of chakra bubbles popping out after an air combo, so that's a difference that I actually did not mention in the breakdown. I'm noticing it now. Oh, never mind.
Oh, there it is. Good thing you didn't mention it, because it's still there. This is how you get proven wrong super fast. I love the consistency. We are very consistent on saying dumb shit and then getting proven wrong right afterwards. I love this show. I love it.
Oh boy, we go into Awakening. And by the way, this Chakra Dash that's coming up right now, I don't think it is a charged Chakra Dash. I think it's a normal one, but my god, it's so fast. Like, I think it's a normal Chakra Dash.
And
like,
it disappears as well.
He didn't stop and charge it. Yeah, that happens a lot on, like, especially Awakenings. You have, like, Chakra Dashes that have the character vanish and stuff. But that, it cannot spell Glock without an L.
That's...
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of cool.
Wow.
I like that. I'm gonna be using that.
Okay.
These punches.
Yeah, very powerful.
The effect. Can you go back a bit?
Yeah,
I think
sure.
This is. Let me see, because I remember them. Like there's the effect that comes out of Sasuke. No, it's a bit further. These punches.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. I see.
I remember these effects coming from the fight with Ishiki as well, because I didn't watch the anime, but I did.
You're talking about
watch
this
the
stuff,
fight.
right?
Yeah, like everything. Oh my god, it looks so powerful. I love it.
Yeah. This is actually like, it's not coming out of Sasuke. If you rotate the camera, you'll see that's coming out of like Naruto's fist. And in hits like this, you'll see like this.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, we got a couple of new mechanics here at play. First one, I think a lot of people already caught on to this one, but there are now crumple animations like this one Sasuke is going through, where previously in Storm you would be invisible while being crumpled like this, and now you can extend the combo. So that is a massive one. Now I think Naruto here is going for a down combo in Awakening, step cancels out of there, and picks up the combo again. This did not exist in Storm 4. That big tumble animation is not something that existed before, and especially not something you could extend a combo from. So like, the fact that Sasuke is still in a comboable state there is pretty damn cool. Now, they could make it something where it's like, well, you can tech, you know? You're not going to go into a big tumble if you're holding a button or if you time a button correctly and you tech out of it. Because there are a lot of knockdowns in fighting games and arena fighters where like, this combo is fake because the opponent could have teched it. That said, it's going to be like a skill check thing. Just these two knockdowns alone, like this is going to increase the number of combos that you can do so much. Like with every character, you're going to have so many more options than you have right now.
And that is so exciting.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that is so exciting. Like, even for people that enjoy, there's a lot of people that enjoy fighting games just for the labbing. They don't even play. They just go to the lab and lab some combos. That is going to be so fun if you have all these mechanics that allow you to extend combos and just lab new stuff. It's going to be awesome. Even if you're able to tech it, even if you're able to sub it out of the combos, hopefully you won't get to sub out a lot. Maybe, I don't know. Two subs.
Two subs?
You know?
Two subs? You think they're going to reduce the sub gauge?
No, I don't think
they're
so.
not. They're not.
That's my wish.
Not.
That's my wish.
Combo gauge like the S incoming. If they nerf subs, yes, I think they would go that route. But if they keep 4 substitutions, nah, that's your combo limit right there. It's whenever a substitution recovers.
That would fix. That would. I'm not very big into Naruto Storm competitive, but the combo timer would fix the infinite combos, right? Like that's it.
It would. I don't know if it's a great solution. I mean, it's kind of like, well, we didn't know how to fix it, so we put a time limit on it, right?
You know why I think it is, in a way? Because if that is the case, maybe the infinite combos are not a thing anymore. Because maybe in that amount of time, you want to go for a different route, so that they don't matter anymore. Yeah. So like, it's not the perfect solution. The better solution would be to fix the combos,
yes.
But
and I think they have to. Because if they don't, like, what does this crumple animation mean, right? So you have a crumple animation here on Sasuke that you can extend a combo from. And then you have a tumble animation on Sasuke that you can also extend a combo from. Why would I ever go for those options if I can just do 1-2 jump and do that infinitely? Like, that's the more optimal combo. So, like, you're adding all of these mechanics, all of these systems to allow players more expression, more creativity. But if you keep infinites in the game, what's the point? No one's going to use that, you know? So, yeah, they have to fix that. 100%.
Yeah, to make these new mechanics matter. I agree, unless the infinite combos do way less damage, and again, there's a timer.
If they figure out scaling, you know, which is something they've never done. Yeah. I mean, they have some scaling here and there. For instance, if you cancel a combo into an ultimate, the ultimate will be very scaled. But if you ninja move before the ultimate, then the ultimate comes out unscaled, and it makes zero sense, but, you know, that's in the game. So they have scaling. They know how to do it here and there. But yeah, that's Baryon mode, pretty much. I don't have anything to add. Do you have anything for Baryon?
No, I'm excited. I was not expecting this trailer on a Friday before Around the Bush. I'm excited.
You want to bet that next week we're going to get the Shinobi Striker trailer at the same time as this? 1 hour before Around the Bush?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to Sasuke. This new form, you know, it's powerful because every single attack just has lightning effects, and they are gorgeous. Like, this is some of the best lightning I've ever seen in video games. 100%. I think this is just a neutral combo. Finishes with that, and this is a big jutsu. That is, I mean, doesn't seem very big vertically unless the black flames also connect. You might be able to just jump it, but like 3 fireballs, and they seem to track, because you see those, the side fireballs, the left and right fireballs, they are doing a curve, so like they're shot sideways, but then they converge on the target.
Yeah,
it seems like a tracking projectile. If they keep the leader switch tech that you have in the current Storm, this was a dumbass fireball, by the way. It was knocked down. They didn't hit. But if you keep the leader switch tech that you have in Storm 4, yeah, you can just run behind those, man. Like, that seems pretty powerful. I like fireballs, especially tracking ones. So that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was a Materasu as well in there. I just now realized that it's fire with a Materasu, which is cool. I lost you for a second.
You lost me?
Okay, we're back. Yeah,
no,
I had a black screen.
Yeah, chat did not see that. It was only you.
Also, what is this dodge?
Picking up combos off sliding opponents was a thing in Storm 3. Most common example was doing so off size support.
Nice, okay. Thanks for the info, Storms Gamer. That's really cool. I think there are like a lot of features that we lost over different iterations of Storm that a lot of Storm players are kind of stuck on. Like they never got over the fact that we lost the 4th combo, you know? Like we used to point the stick sideways and we got another combo, you know? And we lost that variation for everyone, and I really want that back. Like a lot of people have these specific things that they lost over time. Thanks for the resub, Tim. A lot of these things that from game to game were removed because, okay, we're making the roster even crazier now. We gotta cut off somewhere, you know? Like, we can't keep making this shit bigger and bigger. So this thing's gotta go. I mean, Poison Okami's video, starting with, we want all the stages back. Why? Why? We have so many.
That was crazy.
It doesn't matter. They're like, and I think a lot of this community is obviously like very mature. Okay, all gaming is immature. A lot of gaming is just like a lot of people that enjoy this hobby. They're young folks, and I was young too at some point, and they don't have to know anything about the gaming industry or how video game development works. That's not your job. So when you ask for stuff, it's natural that you don't know what you're asking for. And so I think when you ask for more stages, what the part that you don't know you're asking for is that please give us more stages instead of something else you're working on. You are always losing something when you request something, you know? Because time is limited, budgets are limited. You cannot just ask for more and more and more. Something has to disappear.
That is actually very relevant to something that happened this week. I don't know if you saw the news about Redfall releasing with 30 FPS instead of 60 FPS.
Yep.
I mean, I don't have a problem with the 30 FPS, but them taking out the 60 FPS means that they're prioritizing something else. There's something happening with the game, and it's not right because the marketing has been done in 60 FPS. So,
and they'll have it on the PC.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
but
what
what means is that the console version.
Microsoft buys Bethesda. Bethesda puts out Redfall as one of the flagship products, a big sell to Game Pass, and they nerf that version of the game. Like, oof.
And that's the thing. Why did they nerf it? Because they need time and resources to work on other stuff. And that's the same thing here. If you want more stages, well, sure, they'll do more stages, but then they're not going to be able to work on other stuff because even for Naruto, I think the budget is limited. This is not a big budget game or anything. It has never been a big budget game, so they have to manage what they do, what they have with and what they do. That's the thing.
I think it might be a big budget game regarding like compared to other arena fighters. 100%.
Sure, yeah. And anime games in general, I guess.
Something I learned this week. I mean, I always suspected it, but I never had a source to point to. But I learned for a fact, like, fighting games are way more expensive than arena fighters. So, depends on the fighting game, of course. There are some budget fighting games out there. But if you take these visuals and try to make a 2D fighting game out of this, that would be way more expensive than making an arena fighter. And that's why I think people often call them cash grabs. Because it turns out they're not that expensive to make.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got sidetracked.
This sidestep also. What is this? Is this a thing that was already?
Yeah, that's the Shinobi Striker players call that a ninja move. So that's a forward, that's a side, that's the same thing. But yeah, that is a beautiful animation there.
Oh, but the animation is new, right?
Yeah, the animation is new.
Okay.
And we go into the same combo, but this time we cancel into ult. And this is a direct cancel. This is not a ninja move cancel or jump cancel. It's not anything of the sort. So this ultimate would come out scaled. But I honestly think that's how it should be.
It should be, of course, because that's how it works.
And there you go. New ultimate from Sasuke. I think this is definitely like a big reference to the first time he did Kirin. Now he has two Kirin, but this zoom in on Sasuke's mouth is 100% a reference to the first time he did it. And I actually captured the Storm 4 Kirin for comparison, and it was not as similar as I thought, so...
Okay.
By the way, this is the same stage. I chose the same stage on purpose. Same stage that they're playing the demo on. Look at the difference in visuals.
Whew, yeah.
Like, the new one is a lot more vibrant. The resolution is super noticeable, even at a video level. Let me show you maybe give you a full screen. You see like a lot of blurry lines. Like those lines are just not defined at all. Yeah. There's a big visual upgrade for sure.
Look at the face. Look at Sasuke's face.
And then you go here and let's put it here. And like the visuals are just like already kind of better. Crazy. Yeah.
And this is a Twitter video.
And this is a Twitter video.
Again, I won't get tired of saying this. When I downloaded the video in 4K and compared it to the video that we previously had when we were making the video, I was losing my shit. Yeah. Like the screens, and mind you, this was a video in 4K. This was not direct feed.
Right.
This was me taking screenshots from a video.
Yeah.
And I was losing my shit looking at those screens. This game is gonna look fucking beautiful.
There is one more thing that I think is contributing to that big graphical difference, which is the frame rate, but we'll talk about it because I think that's also clickbait, by the way. And here's the Kirin, and here's the zoom in on the mouth. This looks ugly as hell.
Oh, the lighting is poor.
This lighting is bad as fuck. And like we used to think this was peak, and now look at how it looks. But yeah, this zoom in, the camera work is like not even. It's not even close to this. I thought
look at the flames.
I thought it would be a lot more similar.
Go back a bit and look at the flames. I think they're running at a different frame rate, and it creates this beautiful.
Yeah, they are. You're right.
Look at the effect. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. Man, these guys know how to animate. Jesus.
They better fix all the 60 FPS issues. It doesn't matter. Blaiko, I'm telling you right now, it does not matter.
What are the issues?
So, you know how Demon Slayer has some broken stuff with 60 FPS? Yeah.
Oh,
That's not new.
Okay.
That's not new. So, 60 FPS. Speaking of Demon Slayer, they are gonna keep advertising this game as a 60 FPS game. They're gonna keep showing you trailers and gameplay at 60 FPS, and it looks gorgeous. And maybe they'll even fix the issues. It does not matter, because this game is coming out for PS4 as well, and PS4 is not going to have 60 FPS. They have already announced it, which means they're gonna do the same thing that they did with Demon Slayer. You're gonna go into ranked matches, and ranked is gonna be locked to 30. So there is no point in you practicing in 60. The game's gonna look ugly once you go into ranked. So you might as well just get used to the 30 FPS right away. Like, if you want to play this game competitively and you want to go on online ranked, you're gonna play in 30 FPS. That's my prediction. So like all the 60 FPS work that they did is gonna be pointless because they decided to make this cross generation.
Here's my stance on the situation. It sucks that we get the worst version when playing online because of that. But I also feel like it is much more important to have the 60 frames per second when you're gonna have those beautiful animations in story mode. And this is a bit of a weird take, but we have been playing fighting games at 60 frames per second, but with 30 frames of animation.
True.
So the animation is locked to 30 frames, but the frame counter is 60. The game runs at 60.
Yeah, and all the frame data is also in 60 FPS.
Yeah, so visually I don't necessarily mind. It's just it is a weird thing when you're gonna go back and forth between story mode and then online, and it's like, oh, this is different. This is a different game, and the inputs are gonna be different. So yeah, it is a bit weird, but honestly, like, since I don't expect this game to be that good competitively, I'll take the 60 FPSs in story mode and then online. It still sucks. Don't get me wrong, it still sucks, and I'm maybe a minority here, but yeah, I it doesn't matter to me that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks to be locked out of that.
Yeah. Playco has a very good comment here. In Storm, all of the resource mechanics in 60 FPS are doubled. Demon Slayer isn't compared to what I'm referencing. So Demon Slayer was actually like that too. Not all the resources, so like you wouldn't spend 2 bars of meter, because meter in Demon Slayer is sectioned. Like you have 5 bars instead of being like a continuous meter, sort of. So it wasn't that way, but like stuff like poison damage or health regeneration would be a lot faster. Everything that was continuous was also like doubled in 60 FPS. So exactly the same issue. They did fix it in Demon Slayer, so now the issues are a lot smaller. It's just like, oh well, this combo doesn't work anymore. It's small things like that now compared to Storm. They didn't fix it in Storm because, you know, it was a different time. If Storm came out when Demon Slayer came out, I believe it would be the exact same. Demon Slayer would still be broken nowadays, and Storm would be fixed but still have a lot of like smaller issues and really annoying.
Also, let's not dismiss the fact that this is okay. Yes, this is an issue, but this is not a CC2 issue. This is not an issue with Arena Fighters. This is not an issue with the company itself, and I will tell you why. Every game that has multiple options of running the game in different frame rates will have differences in any way possible. And I'll give you the example of speedruns. If you speedrun a game in 30 frames per second, you might have skips that you don't have in 60 frames per second. You might be able to go through a wall because of how the game, renders with the frame rate. So this is not something. If you had a fighting game that ran at 30 and 60, you would have the same problems. But the thing is, you don't have fighting games that run at different frame rates.
Right.
That is the main thing. They're doing something that usually is not done for online games. Maybe shooters. Maybe shooters are the one thing that, you know, there's a lot of people playing in different frame rates. But when it comes to fighting games, they're usually locked. You can choose whatever, resolution you want, but the frame rate is locked.
Exactly.
So they're doing something different.
Yeah, they're creating a problem for themselves that way. But like, what is lowering the resolution the better option for competitive? Yes, 100%. Like, make all the versions 60 FPS, so it is the same across the board. You don't have those little differences, and just lower resolution. But here's the thing: you are talking about Naruto Storm. You are talking about the flagship product that CC2 made, and a lot of it is based on graphics and animation. Like, you make that look like the pixel graphics of Dragon Ball Fighters, you know? And suddenly it's like, this game is garbage on PS4, even though to us, that would be the better option. You know? So it's a very hard problem for them to solve, because on a casual level, and like, they're selling you story again. Even though they have told this story and it's just like sort of remastered and whatever, like, they are selling you a story mode again with like crazy visuals and whatnot. Like, they're still doing the same marketing they did for all the storms before, even though like we've played this. All right, let's be real, we have played this. You're gonna package it differently, and I'm excited for it, but we have played this story already. So how do you sell that on PS4? How do you sell that on Switch? You tone it down to 30 FPS.
Yeah, there's no way the frame rate is winning this fight, because first of all, most people won't even notice. Most people don't know what the difference is between 30 and 60.
To be fair, I think those people wouldn't notice a change in resolution either. But go on.
You know what? That I disagree.
Okay.
That I disagree. But it also depends on how much they scale down the resolution to be able to get to 60. Yeah, I guess if you're changing from 720 to 1080p, we notice, but most people won't notice. If you're changing from 1080p to 4K, maybe if you have a big enough screen. But yeah, like
Switch version 480p. Let's go.
most likely. But again, if you're playing on an OLED on that small screen, whatever,
yeah,
it works. It works. But yeah, like the audience that wants 60 because of competitive modes versus the audience that will buy this game because of visuals, it's not even comparable. They will always go for visuals, and I get it. It's gonna sell a lot. It's what makes them get the money to make more games. So, you know, it's decisions that they have to make.
Yeah. By the way it works in Demon Slayer is you can still play in 60. It's just like not in ranked matches. And because like if you can't play in ranked matches, it kind of influences the whole community to play in a certain way. So when you go into casual matches, you often don't even play in 60 FPS for Demon Slayer because you're not used to it, and there's a lot of problems that come with it. Like making different servers for PS5 and PS4 would not get rid of those issues. Like, it's still two different versions of the game with a lot of little issues being different in one version or the other. Like, the community is going to have to choose a mode for tournaments. Like, one of these modes is going to be the tournament standard, and I bet you that the tournament standard is going to be whatever ranked is. Like, it's going to be determined by CC2. And I think that's going to be locked to 30 FPS. Now, this is all prediction. This is all prediction based on what they did with Demon Slayer, because I feel like they're doing it again. This is not confirmed by anyone. But that is Storm 4, man. I don't know. It's kind of a great announcement. I'm happy to see gameplay for the first time. Rene, do you have anything else to add here?
Two things. First of all, this is not Storm 4. This is Storm Connections. It's a different game.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
But also, that was just messy. I was not expecting this on a Friday, so I am excited to see them starting the marketing process. I don't know how long it will be before we get another character. I don't think that there's going to be a big enough roster that we get one of these every week or something, but it also depends on when the game comes out, I guess. But I'm at least excited to see what comes next. Now we're getting into the point where, what's the next trailer? When's the next trailer? What's the next character? So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, a lot of questions. Like, are they going to start doing these reveals monthly, weekly? Like, we can maybe start to infer, like, what's a release date based on that.
Mm-hmm.
They also put a little sneak peek of the original special story with Boruto as the main character. What awaits Boruto as he faces down Kunai and an imposing red Susanoo? Stay tuned for more. So, I do not recognize this hand. Plenty of ninjas have fingerless gloves and a blue jacket. My first thought was, oh, that's Denji. But no, I don't know if anyone else has figured this out. No, I don't think that's right. Yes, it is Coughing Baby.
Okay.
All right, well, we got memes. Anyone else? Anyone got any idea here? No?
So
Mitsuki? I don't think so. It doesn't look Mitsuki. Also, like, there's a big red Susanoo. So,
Time travel.
Sorry, time travel? It's Boruto.
Yeah. But, like,
Mhm.
they had the special, so could be time travel again.
True. It's a
So
dinosaur.
it could be an original story.
It's a dinosaur.
We'll definitely get dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And
Red
there-
Susano, though, do we know?
So Itachi has a red Susano, but it's not this this shade. So this
Oh,
is
it's like orange.
this is a made up Susano. Well, it's called red Susano too, but it's like more orangey.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
guess.
It's not this. The design is similar to Sasuke's, but
Also,
Red.
this is perfect Susano. So like, Itachi never got the Eternal Sharingan, and you need the Eternal Sharingan to get the perfect Susano.
right.
How badass would it be that this would be Itachi with a with the Eternal?
No,
That would be dope.
They're gonna do something lame like put Shin Uchiha in this thing.
Yeah, it's gonna
so,
be
yep.
stupid.
That's it for Storm. Thank you for coming. If that's all you were interested in, this ATV is kind of popping off, but we still got a lot of news to go through. Starting with Shinobi Striker. Shinobi Striker also dropped some news today. I mean, Edo Minato had been leaked through a scan, but it's not even worth looking at that scan anymore because, boys, we got a big dump of news right here on the website.
This is very different from what we're used to.
Yeah, very different type of dump. So, DLC number 34, Minato Namikaze Reanimated. Called it. So there's going to be 3 DLC for Season 6. So far, I have 100% accuracy on the predictions. They are just giving this away. This is usually stuff that we have to look at on release day, but right now they're like, yo, here's all the info. Like, whoa, that's
Amazing.
awesome. Thank you.
Amazing.
So, rank 1, you unlock the Ninja Master, Ninja 2, Costume, Ninja 2, Secret Technique. So far, so good. You get the Kushina hair. Okay. A new Ninja Tool, Flying Raijin Kunai. And the rest is whatever. So, new Ninja Tool and 1 hairstyle. Pretty damn cool. And here's a description of all the jutsu. So, Celestial Air Slice Type 0 is the first Ninja 2. Throws a bunch of kunai in sort of a spread arc. And a surprise attack that utilizes the Flying Raijin Jutsu. The user throws a marked kunai at a target. A marked kunai, or 7. And if it hits, they unleash a combo in the area surrounding the foe. So upon this thing hitting, there will probably be some sub-teleportation and an area attack. Sounds like
What if
that's
it's
fairly easy jutsu to use.
What if it's multiple people? What is the game? Is it the first one that it is?
What a great question, Rene.
right?
What a great question. Yeah, probably
This is
the
a
first
problem.
one. Probably the first
This is a
one
problem
that
that
it
I
hits.
didn't want to have if I was a developer.
Probably the first one that he hits, I'm gonna say. Ninjutsu number 2. Now this is one that the competitive community is very, very excited about. Flying Raijin Guiding Thunder. A technique that utilizes teletransportation ninjutsu to create a barrier in the surrounding area. The barrier is formed around the user and it will nullify enemy flying tool attacks for a set period. Plus, allies within the barrier will have their defense and close range attack power boosted. And just like that, I think the competitive community does not care anymore. So, I think they were looking at this hoping that it would be another Uchiha Flame Formation, which is like Obito's jutsu that puts a shield on everyone. Because like that's the thing that lets you survive some ultimates. Competitive Shinobi Striker is usually like a lot of team fighting. Healers are keeping everyone alive. So it's a race to build ultimates and then one-shot some folks. And get the upper hand that way. So Uchiha Flame Formation ends up being a very crucial jutsu. Because you time that shield and deny the ultimate damage from the enemy team. And so even if you are the second ones to build the ultimate, you can still get the win on the team battle. And they were hoping that this would be something that maybe replaces it, because it's like a big defensive jutsu. It's a sort of a bubble. It affects everyone inside. But if it only nullifies flying tool attacks, whatever.
Wait, what does that mean? It's just
ninja
literally just, kunai in the air?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
But allies within the barrier will have their defense and close range attack power boosted. This could be big. Like, depends on how big this buff is, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So-
That will make a difference. You know what I was thinking when I saw flying tool attacks? I didn't realize it was attacks. So what I thought was this would be a AOE where the movement kunai wouldn't work, which would be kind of interesting, I guess. Like you make that into you put that in a wall and people cannot attach the kunai. That would be, I don't know. I don't know if that would be easy to balance, but that would be kind of cool.
Well,
I
here's
guess.
the thing. Here's another thing that I think the competitive Shinobi Striker community is going to be like, nah. Yeah, people never heard of a block button. Thank you. True. But like flame formation is something you cast, and now everyone has a shield, and they're moving around and they're doing all the ninja stuff. But like you cast it, everyone has a shield. This looks like a fixed cast. This looks like you gotta stay there holding the bubble, so you cannot move and do other stuff.
I see.
That's what
I
this
see.
looks like based on the screenshot. We'll see if that is the case.
But if that's the case, it needs to be super strong. Like the close range attack power boosted and defense as well. It needs to be super strong.
It would be like a base battle, flag battle defense type jutsu where like, okay, we're gonna hold this point and I'm gonna buff the entire team. Still, this jutsu is gonna require some team coordination, so do not expect this to be like, yo, easy to use jutsu. Nah, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
Let's go for the ultimate. There it is, the QB Cloak. Combo that utilizes Shadow Clone Jutsu and Flying Raijin in tandem. The user throws a marked kunai at a target. If it hits, they will swift step to the opponent to the foe's location and launch a Rasengan. Not gonna lie, this sounds in practice very similar to the current Minato, the current attack type, where you throw a kunai, and if it hits, it does and kills the guy. So there you go. The animation is going to be different this time around, but I think the activation is the same. You throw a ninjutsu.
Yeah, but it had to be this one, right? It had to be something like this, I guess.
Yeah.
What else does Minato do?
Also, very big news, by the way. We got pricing in yen. So we don't have confirmed pricing for the Western market, but I did the conversion here to US dollars. It comes to $870. So they might go for an $899 price tag, which would maintain the price per character of previous seasons. It would be like, if you pay $9 for a season pass, you're paying basically $3 per character, which is in line with how the previous seasons have been. If they go to $1 extra, if they go to $9.99, in that case, it will be more expensive per character. It will be closer to seasons 1 and 2 pricing.
Yeah, it is a weird price. If they make it $8.99, it is a bit of a weird price. But I think it still makes sense, because why increase the price? They could do it for sure, but why increase the price? Just make it the same. And it seems like, considering that we have the price conversion, it seems like it's going to be like that, which is cool.
Just got a genius in chat that mentioned something about this second jutsu, and I didn't think of it. So this barrier denies tool attacks, right? And recently, there's been a new Shinobi Striker problem, which is this. The drones. So the flying drones are really powerful, it seems. And competitive play doesn't have drones banned, but it banned more than one drone per team. So your team can only have one player with drones. You cannot have 4 players with drones. That would be too powerful. You're right. This would be denied by that shield. 100%. That's kind of brilliant. I didn't think of that.
That is interesting, but at the same time, like you would have to. I don't think the competitive community is going to change anything, because then you need to have one of these to deal with the 4 players having the.
Yes, not the competitive community, but if you go into quick match and you have a bunch of people running drones, then suddenly this jutsu is like, okay,
it's better.
I can see it. I can see it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's stay within Bandai Namco and back into CC2. Let's talk about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot DLC. Unless you have anything to add on Shinobi Striker. Oh,
no,
class
excited.
type. Sorry, class type is defense type. You're right. What a crucial piece of information I didn't even mention. Defense type. It's a defense type.
I'm excited to cover Shinobi Striker again. Love the game, love the soundtrack, love editing those videos. Excited to use our new card system for reviewing characters. That's going to be we used it at the end for the tier list, but we're going to start using it on the reviews.
True.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to that.
I think so too. I think the number of characters per season pass is weird. Because now that we know that this is a defense type, it's like, okay, I want to buy the season pass, but my class might not even get a single character because we're only getting 3, so some class is not going to have He's not gonna have a DLC this season.
That's the good thing about them announcing the characters. They might say what the characters are.
Ooh, that is another piece of news I forgot, Rene. Good reminder there. So on the tweets, they say, who else will join the action? See the new trailer on Friday, April 21st to find out. So there will be a trailer with Minato next Friday, but it will also reveal who all the characters are for this season. So by the time the season goes on sale, you will know who the characters are. I wonder if you will also know what types they are, though. Because they might not say that.
Here's the thing. That's kind of tough because I don't see them showing anything else apart from these are the characters. We're gonna get a trailer for Minato, and that's it. No gameplay is ready for the other characters yet. I'm sure. So because they just keep working on the characters as they release the DLC. So them announcing the type, I think, would be super well done for their strategy. And someone is calling me.
You have to take it. You have to take it.
That is done. No. My sister forgets that I work, and she always tries to call me during work hours. It's like, why do you do this? It's fine if she sends me a message because I'll read it, but please don't call me. I think I love that they're showing the characters before you're able to buy the season pass. I think that's fantastic. Great for the players. If they show the type as well, that's perfect. Like, because this is I didn't think about that. If you're a healer or an attack type main, you want to know. You want to know if this is going to be the season pass for you. I never thought about that, actually.
Yeah.
And that would be very important for people, that want to purchase this. Yeah. Didn't think about that.
Now, we're going to stop this real quick, and I'm going to join a Twitter space. Because... Oh, nope. No, I'm not. Never mind. Nope.
What is happening?
I thought E was hosting a Twitter space talking about the new gameplay, and I was going to interrupt it, but it's Senju in Japan, so I shouldn't.
Okay. Yeah, let's not.
I was just going to go there. Yo, what the fuck are you doing? Come watch the stream.
Yeah, let's not do it. Let's move on to the next bit of news.
If it's Senju, we don't have that report. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's DLC number 5, the 23rd World Tournament, the first original Dragon Ball DLC, has got some new screenshots, and with the new screenshots we see some stuff. First, hey, Feet Kamehameha, confirmed.
Nice.
Cool. Second, just a little cutscene. Third, Tien is doing a super. We expected Tien to do supers, more on that later. Look at this shot. This shot is awesome.
What an awesome shot.
Yeah, it's just, 4 screenshots, but Tien Shihan joins the playable character roster for the first time ever. That's the big news here. We are going to play as Tien.
That is amazing. And you know what I love about this? If you guys have seen us discuss this DLC, we have always been positive about the fact that we might be able to just fight on a grounded scenario, and it seems like they're really going for it. Like, from that screenshot, it seems like they're pretty grounded, that they're using the Kamehameha for movement as well. So like, and this seems like a very big stage, by the way.
Oh yeah, I think it has to be though. Like, with the way the combat system works, and like, you're gonna fight against Giant Piccolo. We saw that in an earlier screenshot. The way knockbacks work in this game, if they keep like ring outs and they disable flying, this needs to be a big stage, because otherwise it's gonna be like, well, 2-touch, game over.
Yeah. The one thing I can say is that this is the DLC that I'm most excited for since we got a DLC for Kakarot, because this has the potential to be so different and such a highlight of what makes Kakarot super cool, which is the boss fights and the different scenarios where you fight in different ways. So like this is definitely the DLC that I'm most excited for.
You know what they say about expectations.
Hey, you know I am. I don't get disappointed. I get excited. If it doesn't work, I'm always like, I have more stuff on my backlog. I don't need to play this.
True.
So I get excited, and then if it's not good, I'm like, yeah, I have other stuff.
I am so curious to see how they're gonna do that combat system specifically. Like, how are they going to adapt the Kakarot fighting system into a non-flying fighting system? Is gonna be crazy to see. Really looking forward to see. Like, looking forward to the DLC, obviously, but looking even more forward to seeing how they're gonna solve that. You know?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be easier for boss fights because they've done different stuff in boss fights. So I think it's gonna be a bit easier. But for, you know, sort of versus matches, that wouldn't be. That's gonna be a tough one to solve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Next up, piece of news that we missed last week. There's a new Gundam for its new season of Gundam Evolution. A new Gundam. I haven't seen this yet, so let's react together.
Okay.
Ballista is the name of the season.
Okay.
Oh, well, there's the new one from season 3. Okay, with the 4 miniguns.
Nothing too serious.
Oh. Did you play this guy? No, you didn't play
I
this
don't
guy.
think so.
Oh. The hell is that? It's a sniper?
Oh, that's a big sniper.
Gundam Dynamis. It's a flying sniper? Wait, we already have one of those, don't we?
Yeah, it looks similar. You know what I think? I don't like these games maps. Not just like, it's not about the layout, but it like everything looks so bland and similar. And I get it. It's part of the maybe it's part of the.
Oh, he has a pistol though. Wait, he switches to dual wield? Okay, no, that's different. That's different.
That's different.
That's cool.
Definitely. But yeah, the art style is a bit bland, and it bores me a bit. And I hate to say this, but it does. Like every time I'm like, oh, this map. There's not a single map that I feel like I want to play in, and I'm comparing this to Overwatch, of course. There are a few maps in Overwatch that I don't like, but most of them are like, oh, nice, I got this map. And I don't feel anything like this in Gundam. Not a single map was like, oh, yeah, I like this map. It's just a weird,
Yeah.
It was just not for me, I don't know.
And you're right, they do drop, do drop the guns like Reaper. So that's the old sniper, right? That's the old sniper next to the new one.
I think so.
I think so.
I remember that. Yeah.
Someone in chat asking me, did you see the Sword Art Online last recollection and announcement trailer? I've seen a trailer. I don't know. Announcement? That was ages ago, man.
We've seen 2 trailers, I think, already.
Like this one? Yeah. Collection. 2 months
Oh, there
ago.
was like an anime.
Yeah, and they pulled it out. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's old news.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Thank you.
We did.
Speaking of old news, Eren Yeager and Levi and Mikasa all made it to Fortnite, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, we got another integration. Not as big of a fan of this one as I was of the others, mainly because like the skins don't matter as much. I think like Attack on Titan skins, like I love those characters, but you see a character like that running in Fortnite from the back, and it's like, oh, that could be anyone. You know, the character design isn't as unique as like a Goku or Naruto. So I didn't care about these skins so much.
Yeah, even between Mikasa and Levi, there's not much of a difference. And 2 different genders. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. We had a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun coming back to the game. Didn't get to try the weapons because I just wanted you to try them because we were on a schedule there. But I did have a lot of fun, even though the integration is a bit smaller. But I like the missions. As we've said in the video, I don't like that every mission is blocked. If you don't have the season pass.
Yeah.
I would love to, at least the items. I totally agree with you. Like, yeah, sure, the skin is part of the season pass, but at least let me do the missions. Because the missions were actually kind of fun.
They were very good guides too, to like, here's what's new on this update. And like having the missions, these quests that we're looking at right now, having that guide our gameplay was was awesome. But you don't even have that unless you buy the season pass. And back on the Dragon Ball integration, we had that sort of quest progression, and it was free. It wasn't like tied to the DLC. It wasn't tied to the season pass. It wasn't tied to anything. This is when I found the Spider-Man. If I just walked in there, I would have done this quest immediately, by the way.
Yeah. And I did actually, and I did walk in there, but since I didn't have the season pass,
yeah, it didn't contribute onto the quest.
it didn't matter. Yeah. We had fun. We had a very good game in this one. The last game was pretty cool. We didn't get the win, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, I wish you know what? I wish we played Fortnite more. Sometimes
I kind of want to go finish the quests, honestly. Like, I'm so close to getting that skin.
We should do that.
I might as well.
We should do that. Yeah.
I think the new items are awesome. I think the ODM gear is awesome. I think the Thunder Spears are kind of cool. I mean, when you fire them, the aim goes up, and that takes some getting used to. But I think that's definitely the best part of this DLC. It's not the season pass or the items. Oh, did you see this?
It was pretty cool. This
is very cool. Like, guys over there, I see the rhythm of him shooting. Oop, okay.
Yeah, that was good. That was very good. And you know what? I feel like I told this. I was saying this when I was talking to Vegetas about the whole video, because we did definitely do better at the end, because we start these videos remembering how to play this game, because we play this game once a month, and like the first 2 or 3 games are like, okay, oh, this is how it works. Yeah, we should do this. And then by the end of the video recording is when we start getting into it again, which kind of sucks. But this is, again, very fun. It's even though I feel like the items were a bit more spread compared to the others, I feel like this was still a very good integration.
I don't know what the ODM gear is yet, you know? If I jump into a game right now, I don't know, okay, I can go there and find ODM gear. I think Thunder Spears are everywhere, but ODM gear was not as frequent.
Yeah, and it was much more obvious on the other one, but still, like, it is a very big integration for Fortnite. This is a very big game changer for people that don't even know what Attack on Titan is. And that's one thing that it's, in a way, very surprising, because it's been happening quite often. And when you have people, when you have contenders like Marvel or Star Wars or stuff like that, that have, you know, big movies coming out, and maybe, you know, they definitely have more money to do these integrations. Having anime IPs doing this is a bit surprising, you know, in a way.
I think that's just a sign of how mainstream anime has become, really. And yeah, I think that shows us that, you know, maybe we deserve some better anime games, because there's definitely enough money in there.
Right now, Fortnite is probably the best anime game. That's just...
I don't know if I'd go that far, but okay. Yeah, that's a take. Now, yeah, go on.
I said possibly. I don't know.
No confirms. Speaking of someone that maybe possibly went too far.
You stand before the great Jarl of Rain City. Come, bask in my glory.
Chris Sabat, voice of Vegeta, voices Stronghoof, the new DLC for them's Fightin Herds.
You wish to test your mettle against me? Splendid! Our fight shall inspire valor in the hearts of Rain.
This game looks so cool.
It's a very good game.
To my side, Meta-Earth. Battle awaits us.
It's crossplay.
Hail storm! Everything freezes. Will you rise to the challenge, or are yours the boasts of the vanquished? Don't tell me this is your limit. The world tree rises like death.
Excuse me, what?
I'll play it again.
Yeah.
I'll play it again.
No, yeah.
The world tree rises like death.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 game, don't worry.
I'm gonna squat my way out of the stream.
What the fuck? I still don't know what he says. It can't be that. It can't be that, right? It can't.
I might actually do some digging real quick, but like
No, it cannot be. It cannot be that. There's no way.
Like death. All living things must follow this cycle.
What the wait.
Vegeta just said this.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. English is not our native language.
But
So
everyone understood this.
Wait. No. Because the thing is, yeah, our vocabulary might be limited in terms of, the amount of words we know. But I can't think of another word. Rises like what?
2 more characters and stages are coming to them Fightin Herds.
Yeah, it's a really good, it's a good character. It's a good DLC. I like him.
And there
People should play this game
our
more.
resident fighting game expert that plays every fighting game ever. Somehow he finds the time to do it. Gives a seal of approval. Nice. I'm gonna cue the Zelda trailer because I forgot to include it in news. And that's this is one of the best trailers I've ever seen. But let's make that last. Let's finish the fighting game news. Harada started tweeting this this weekend, just answering random people on Twitter and dropping some bomb announcements, some massive announcements. It's crazy. What he just announced casually. Can we get crossplay, Harada? Crossplay? Of course I will. I'll put it there myself. By the way, when the previous generation consoles were released, I had already proposed crossplay between the 2 platformers. However, at the time they were at odds with each other over their mutual interests and P2P security issue, and repeatedly refused. So yeah, Harada had tried before, but I think confirming here, Tekken 8 will have crossplay.
Crazy. And did you see the reason why he did this?
Yep, next tweet. Okay, but will there be rollback? Already installed it. I put it there myself.
He's great.
And it already has what you want. Okay, lies. First of all, I don't think he's talking about Tekken 8. I think he's talking about Tekken 7 here. Because Tekken 7 already has a mix of rollback and delay-based. Back when we were in the pandemic and they had the developer roundtables, Harada was like, oh, everyone's asking rollback. We already have rollback. And no, what you have is a fucking terrible netcode. And he refused to acknowledge it, but because it uses some rollback, you feel like, oh, people are misinformed, I think whenever people talk about rollback, it's not whatever Tekken has. So Harada, being the smart person that he is, obviously could see what people are actually asking. They're not asking for rollback, they're asking for something better, for good. Good
rollback.
But yeah, regarding the crossplay thing, the reason why we don't make big announcements like crossplay is because even if we make big announcements, people will only say things like, wow, that's normal in this day and age, so shut up and sit the hell down. You gotta love Harada. That said, wow, that's only normal in this day and age. Yes, it is. And I think that should be the expectation. Bandai Namco, the company that you are head for fighting games, is the last big publisher to do it. And that's why it is not normal for Bandai Namco to do this. And that's why an announcement like this is kind of a big deal for Tekken. I did not expect crossplay from Tekken, 100%. Because Bandai keeps being super backwards about that stuff. They are the last ones to adopt all of this shit. Last ones to adopt rollback, last ones to adopt crossplay. It feels like they're doing bare minimum. And Harada is head of fighting games at Bandai. So
here's the thing though, I think the way he's responding, he is right, because look at the comment. Okay, but will there be rollback?
Right.
This is someone that is like, okay, yeah, sure, but will it have rollback? That's what we want. It just announced crossplay. Crossplay is pretty cool. Yeah, it should be standard. We know that. It should have been standard 10 years ago. But that's not the point. He announced rollback, and the comment, the answer is okay, but we'll have rollback. Come on. Yeah, this. I think that's why he's going specifically in this comment and saying wow, that's normal.
Fuck that attitude. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I'm with you as well. Yeah, of course. This is Bandai we're talking about, the last one to adapt these the new era of fighting games. Yeah, of course. It should be there for sure.
Yeah.
But you don't win in this day and age in on the internet. If you announce something that's really really cool, people are like, it should have been announced 2 years ago. If you don't announce it, you'll get flagged as well. I don't know. I agree with that, even though we know that Bandai has been.
We just talked about Storm. We just talked about another Bandai game that will come out soon, that will not have rollback, that will not have crossplay. You know, so for a big figure at Bandai Namco to go like, well, we don't announce it because then you guys complain like, that's just normal, so shut up. Like, we're doing the normal thing, right? Well, yeah, but not everyone's doing it. And not everyone at your company is doing it. So yeah, this is a big announcement. I think you should celebrate the victory. I think you should honestly like not care about those sorts of comments because they are going to happen regardless of what you do. Like, you had people hating on the character reveals, some of the character reveals, like just for the sake of clickbaits, you know? So like, obviously that's going to happen no matter what you do. You obviously ignore these types of comments, but like, I don't think this is a good reason to like not announce stuff like this. Why we don't make big announcements like this? Yeah, okay, because it's not. Most Bandai Namco games that feature multiplayer do not have crossplay, do not have good netcode. Most of them, the vast majority.
Yeah, I think that is also true. I think at least I'm not saying like make a trailer specifically to announce these things, but say it in a trailer. Like, why not?
Yeah. Drop that with another announcement, 100%. Like, this has been a big question for ages.
Yeah. The one thing I would say, though, it's like, hello, Renee, my father, how are you?
Hello, Renee, my father, how are you?
Well, answer the question. Answer the man.
I am doing very well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. And thank you for the donation. One thing I will say is that...
Rematch button trailer.
It is not... So you're saying, for example, Naruto Connections coming out. Naruto is not a fighting game. Demon Slayer is not a fighting game. And I'm saying this. We think we know it's a fighting game. True. It can be perceived as such. Yeah. But the companies that make them don't perceive them as fighting games. They don't give a shit. Yep. They're there because there has to be multiplayer in their games for marketing purposes because it sells more. But they don't give a shit. They don't think about the games competitively. So like, yeah, for us it is a fighting game. For them it's not. So I don't think it's including them in the conversation for they should have rollback is very much fair. When we go to Dragon Ball FighterZ, on the other hand, that's another issue. That's
well, I think it came out at a different time and they are like implementing it soon. But anyway, I don't think they're still not doing crossplay, right? So it's normal in this day and age. Your games in your division, do not have this. And yeah, to your point on like them not seeing Storm and Arena Fighters as fighting games. Yeah, I agree with that vision. They're seen mainly as, okay, these are licensed games that we are going to sell to fans of the show. We're going to have a story mode because we have to. We're going to have a multiplayer mode because we have to. I think the argument kind of falls apart once you start selling the season pass with characters and like multiplayer support, you know? Like when your long-term support is based on the multiplayer, is based on the fighting. I think at that point you have to treat it like a fighting game because that's what it is at that point. That's how you're monetizing it, you know?
Yeah, and it becomes a bit more ugly when you start selling DLC for characters that pretty much only play online. It gets a bit more ugly for sure. But then you ask the question: will it sell regardless of how balanced the game is? Yeah, you will, and that's always the main issue.
Yeah. And we're going to close this out with a bit of Guilty Gear drama. So there have been some issues on Guilty Gear Online. And the official PR, put out a message from the producer regarding the current situation and the direction going forward. Now, I hate this response for a very specific reason. But in general, this is like normal PR jargon regarding the current situation. We've currently identified the cause of a large impact on the issues with the network mode and are actively working together with related parties on improvements to address the problem. Going forward, we still don't know the method, yada yada, but communication is important. We apologize for any obscurity in our communication and for the delay regarding our company's ongoing efforts to address these recent issues with the game and improve online network and stability. So what's been happening? First and foremost, because it's not obvious what was happening through there. There was a patch recently before Batman even came out. There was like a small bounce patch preparing for the Batman release, and then Batman released. On that patch, a bunch of streamers started getting hacked. This was an issue that Guilty Gear had before, where like if you're a big streamer, your ID for the game always comes up, and somehow players are able to hack you through the game, and they're able to take control of your account, and they're able to like send messages and change some details. So this was kind of a nightmare game to stream if you were a bigger streamer. Can you check the 20 minutes of 7DS stuff? I think we've seen most of it already. So, no. I'll check if it's something new, though. What was I?
Wait, if it's not something new, I think you've covered that on a previous ATB.
So, it wasn't something new, and players were getting hacked, but then it got fixed.
No, I mean the seven deadly sins stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think you covered that on a like 2 weeks ago.
If I covered it 2 weeks ago, that's going to be the same demo, but I think there's some extended gameplay because that had some cuts, and I think the extended one's done.
I see.
But I don't think there's anything significant there.
If not, you can check the Around the Bush 2 weeks ago because we covered that.
Yeah. Regarding Guilty Gear, this was an issue, and then the game got patched, and the issue went away. So now the issue is back. Okay, so we don't know how they fixed it before, and we don't know why it's back. I think like the biggest figure that's been reporting this has been Sajam, because he's one of the biggest Strive streamers. But it's also been hard to host tournaments because like a single troll can make the tournament host say some wild shit on stream, you know? Which is why this rubs me the wrong way. We have received many inquiries regarding certain network problems believed to be caused by malicious hacking. However, from our current investigation, we have determined that there is a high likelihood of an unrelated, not human-induced cause behind these problems. You can't, how? How is an unrelated, non-human induced cause behind the problems of making streamers say some really out-of-pocket shit with their accounts?
Here's the thing, because they are obviously just ignoring the fact that people got hacked and that shit happened. They are just addressing the fact that people cannot play online currently because it's just a mess. I got to try the game on Xbox the other day. Unplayable. Ranked is unplayable at the moment. And it has been like that for a while, and I think that's the only thing that they're addressing. They're completely ignoring that situation, which is ugly, which is not cool. Again, it just doesn't excuse that. And the weird thing is that they sort of cross over the two things, because they do mention the hacking, but that's not what this is all about. This is all about not being able to play. The hacking is a whole different situation. Weird.
Yeah, they might be related. We'll see. But I think acknowledging the hacking and saying, when they have like plenty of live streams, plenty of evidence publicly available that they can look at, and like, no, that's clearly a person doing this shit. You know, it's not a robot typing random stuff. This is not just a random crash. This is like someone making streamers say these things. Like, you can see that. You can see that in clips. You can see that in public live streams, tournaments. There's so much evidence for that happening. And this kind of took me back, and that's why I quote tweeted saying, "Hi, we are Guilty Gear. We want to communicate because of this fucking thing. And we apologize for any obscurity in communication like this PR speech with like zero intent to follow up on it. Because like, we want to communicate, but we refuse to listen." Again, this attitude happened before. They were like the most open fighting game developer that I have ever seen during betas. They were like, "We want all your feedback. We're going to take your feedback and we're going to fucking ignore it." When the entire world was saying like, "This game is great. Please don't do the lobby system like this." Yeah, we're going to fix it. They fix it for the next beta. Guys, it's still bad. Well, no, we know what we're doing. So like this Guilty Gear PR being like, "We want to communicate, we want to take player feedback," that's all PR speech, man. That's all to look good in the end, because they have no intention of listening to the players. That's not to say that they haven't listened to feedback before, but whenever Guilty Gear wants to, they will just cover their ears up and do whatever the fuck they want. And this is another case of them doing that. With actual evidence in front of their eyes, they're choosing to live in this alternate universe where this stuff didn't happen.
Yeah, and it sucks because again, this people are involved in this, and obviously the people who post this stuff, maybe they really want to help, maybe they really want feedback, and maybe they really get the feedback to the people that matter, and maybe the people that matter just don't give a shit. And that's what matters. It's just
this is a message from the producer.
Yeah, it's a really sucky situation, and it's like they don't want to be held accountable for their game getting hacked and people getting hacked because of their game. I remember watching a clip, and I didn't pay much attention to it. I started paying more attention to it because I saw a few tweets because of this. But like, I remember watching a clip, someone saying, "Oh, I got hacked. This is gonna happen," and then game shuts down, and it's like, "Yeah, I'm getting hacked." He goes into the game again, instantly shuts down again. He's like, "Yeah, I'm hacked. I can't play Guilty Gear Strive now."
Yep.
It's like, fuck, this is crazy. This is nuts.
So I can accept that being like an issue that's non-human related, you know. But when you see messages being typed out that like the streamers are not doing, but they're watching it happen at 0.5 frames per second.
Is it like messages
that's not a
in the
robot.
lobby?
It's not a robot.
Is it like in the lobby? Yeah, and hurtful things. I imagine. I can.
No,
imagine
they're
people
very
being-
nice hackers.
Remember the hacker
They're
that
very
we-
nice,
remember-
non-racist hackers. That's what they.
Remember the hacker that you beat in Mortal Kombat?
Oh, that was very good. It was a very
That
good
was a
time.
very good. That was a very nice hacker. Let me tell you that.
Boy. Anyway, we're gonna
If
finish
you guys
this
want
with
to know
a
what it
positive
is,
note.
well, if you guys want to know what it is, we have a video saying that I beat the hacker in Mortal Kombat.
True.
Check the main channel. It's totally worth your time.
Because Mortal Kombat enables voice chat by default, and those were some of my first games.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. This is how you do a trailer, Nintendo. Congratulations. This is insane. This is insanely good.
I started watching this trailer. I'm gonna watch it for the first time now because I started watching it and I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit.
Oh,
I'm
there
gonna
are
buy this
spoilers
game.
here.
Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna buy this game and I'm gonna love this game. I know for a fact. So at this point, everything is sort of spoilers.
I think artistically you will enjoy this trailer a lot. The way they use sound, music, they use everything. I'm gonna make it louder than usual because it's a masterpiece.
By the way, I'm about to get the second Divine Beast.
Nice.
I'm getting there.
Nice. You're getting there, man.
I would love to say that I'm halfway through the game, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be enough to.
You can just go to the middle and defeat Ganon. You can be at the
Yeah.
end.
Definitely different biomes, it seems. And I did get 3 different biomes in Zelda in Breath of the Wild already, but like this seems much more. Whew. Shit.
Yeah.
And then it's a huge fight. I saw that part.
Whew.
This is like. It's like Breath of the Wild, but with the stuff from previous Zelda games within Breath of the Wild.
And that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Link.
Oh yeah. You made that.
Oh.
You made that.
What?
Yo, rewind the rock.
Damn.
What a DP.
I feel like this game has a lot
You made
more.
that. You made that.
Wow. It's gonna be crazy.
This game is going to fuck so hard.
I know
This game's
why
gonna be
I'm here.
wild.
No, that was the prequel.
Something only I can do.
It's gonna get Game of the Year again, isn't
You
it?
witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Okay, let's go!
And the music.
But you are not alone.
Link,
Bro.
Yeah.
you are our final hope.
This game is gonna get Game of the Year again. Shit.
It is very good.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, this trailer is fantastic. I kind of didn't want to see it, but I'm glad I did.
You must find me.
Jesus, man. Yeah, this was beautiful.
Very,
This
very
was
good.
beautiful.
Stuff is exporting. Nice, Vegetas. Welcome to the show. And we just wrapped up the news portion of it. So with that, we're going to move on to Q&A, ladies and gentlemen. So for those who don't know, those who are new, we have a little voice chat where we hang out with our premium subs. If you want to go premium, make sure to click the link that is pinned in chat. That will take you to memberships. And yeah, Globku Plus gives you access to our premium shows. So that's stuff like JoJo Fantasy and a lot of others. You can find them all on the Globku Plus tab. You get access to this tab. You can click these spoiler tags to see the link. And these are all playlists to shows that we've done in the past. In addition to that, we have the premium bush, which is $4.99, and that's what gives you full access to Discord, full access to voice chat, where these folks are going to be hanging out in. But yeah, we made it to the Q&A, so ask any questions. I'm looking at No Mic Voice on Discord, and I'm looking at chat. So take it away, folks. Let's close this out with some questions and some answers.
Did you guys check out the F16 trailer that came out? The direct thing they showed this
20-minute gameplay. I have not yet. I know that is like very Devil May Cry, and that's what made me the most curious about that game. Like, I was not sold at all on Final Fantasy 16, but thanks to the gameplay systems and like what I saw on a lot of the previews that a lot of media did, like suddenly I'm interested. So,
I am 100% with you. 100% with you. I have when people started saying that this game had a lab for labbing combos and it worked like Devil May Cry, that's when it clicked. Like, okay, this might be cool to check out. I still think that the setting is not necessarily the setting that I really want for a Final Fantasy. Whoa, what's happening? Why am I? It's very, very big.
I gotta check something on the.
That's fine.
On the Discord.
Yeah, I don't think that the setting is necessarily for me, and that's the one thing that really didn't. I don't think I vibed with the most, because it's a bit of, and it's not like I don't like stuff. It's just I don't know. It doesn't seem right for Final Fantasy. But when they showed that off, when they talked about the combo system, that's when it got me. But I don't think I will be playing this unless it gets like super high 8s or 9s or 10s, and because I have so much stuff on my backlog. I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy, but I'm excited. People seem to be excited for the game, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, from what they've shown so far, I think it's gonna rival River of the Wild with Game of the Year probably. Like, it's gonna be a contender at least.
We have a lot of good games already. We have iFire Rush, got 10s across the board. We got Resident Evil, which I think was the best scored game I've seen since I've been covering video games. It's like I've seen 10s everywhere, and that was kind of crazy. I have finished the main story on Resident Evil 4. I don't agree with 10s. I think it's a fantastic game, but the end portion of the game, even though it's better than the original, way better because the game is more action focused and it works better, it's still not great compared to the two first thirds of the game. It's, it is, I wouldn't give it a 10. I think it's a 9 out of 10 for sure, but to say it's a perfect or near perfect game, it's not a perfect game, but bit of a stretch. So yeah, I don't think Resident Evil should win. But yeah, Final Fantasy 16. We have Spider-Man 2 as well coming out.
Oh yeah.
So this is a beautiful year for the video games. We had Redfall. I don't know if we're gonna have Redfall for Game of the contender.
I don't think I was ever interested in Redfall, to be honest.
You know why I was interested? It's because it's from the creators of Deathloop, and I think Deathloop was a masterpiece. So I guess like that got me interested, but it's just like the news keeps making the game go down in my list.
Right.
But we have Starfield as well at the end of the year. We'll see. Starfield, I don't believe in Microsoft anymore. That it's just the way they've been getting L's across the board. So everything they release, it's like it's probably going to be released in a bad state, and it sucks. Hi-Fi Rush, I guess, was the exception, and because it wasn't announced, it was release day and date. So.
Yep. I also don't think Hi-Fi Rush is a 10 though. Like, it's a very good game for what it is, but let's be real, it's kind of limited in scope.
I see. I haven't played it. I was just talking about the review, so I can't have my. I think it's going to be a long game when I play it because I want to do everything. Seems like one of the fun ones to pull all those high ranks in all difficulties. But so I can't speak from my own experience. But yeah, I saw a lot of great reviews for the game.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay. I think it's great. I think you should play it. I don't think it's a 10. Like, it kind of surprised me when you said it. But awesome. Yeah, speaking of, just got a message in JoJo Fantasy. We only have one slot left, by the way. Old Joseph is gone. Yaya picked it. And now this guy is gone, too. Because Base, just call me Base, just picked him, too. So we're down to our last slot. And we don't have to fill it, I don't think.
Can I have it?
No.
What?
We don't have to fill it, I don't think. Like, if we don't fill that slot, we can just eliminate it and have the LCQ with less players. I think that's fine.
By the way, next Monday I'm gonna be taking the day off. Do you want to do it with Vegeta's, or do you want to do it?
I gotta do a Vegeta's stream. True. Yeah, I think if we can do Vegeta's, if we can do on that day, we shouldn't postpone it. Especially because now we have some schedule leniency, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. All right. More questions. No mic. Demon Slayer was fire. Yeah, good episode, right? I've only been waiting for 2 weeks for episode 2, so now going on to week 3. But yeah,
I need to start watching that.
Good episode.
Do I have Crunchyroll? I have Crunchyroll.
You have my Crunchyroll. Imagine the new Ganondorf in underwear. Do you think he's hot? He's hot without underwear, man. That Ganondorf is hot as hell. That Ganondorf was the first time I looked at that game and said, wow, this game's graphics. That was it. This
what he wanted to say is
this game has graphics.
Look at its art style.
No, but like the facial animation and everything, like that looks really, really good.
Yeah.
That's the first time I was impressed visually by Breath of the Wild. Not Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild I was impressed many times. Tears of the Kingdom. Any anime other than Demon Slayer you are watching this season? Might I suggest my currently #1 Oshinoko? Okay. Currently #1 on Mal. Okay, my anime list. Okay. I have never heard of it. But now you put it in my head, so that's great. I am watching.
It's skyrocket overnight. It's
okay.
Something. It's just going in without knowing anything, and then basing it off of that.
Okay, and you watched it?
Yeah, okay. It's first episode's 90 minutes, so have fun with the next good
90 minutes?
Yeah,
it's a movie.
It is a movie. It's a movie, except there's more.
How good is it compared to Skullgirls?
Okay, well, those are two different forms of mediums. Thanks, Renee.
Is it better or worse than Skullgirls?
That's a simple question. Come on, man.
Would Oshinoko fighting game beat?
You gotta pick.
Would Oshinoko fighting game beat? No, Oshinoko would be worse than Skullgirls.
Okay, well, I expected that.
Yeah.
I am watching Dr. Stone. That's the one other anime I'm watching this season. So far. It's peak. The manga's peak. Okay. We got many more recommendations. Do you think next Kakarot DLC will be Broly? I do. I actually do think that would be the best possible thing they could do is go to Super Broly. 100%. Or Goku Black.
Or Z.
Z? Oh, Z Broly? I don't know. Z Broly has fallen down the list ever since Super Broly came out. I can see Goku Black too, though.
Super Broly was so good. Super Broly was the best thing that happened to Dragon Ball since Dragon Ball Z. Like, since this, the Cell Saga.
True.
What a fantastic movie. Probably,
Agreed.
I'm gonna be honest, it's one of the best things Dragon Ball has ever made.
True.
Even in terms of story.
Agree. Best movie ever made for Dragon Ball. There's no other movie that tops it. That's my opinion.
I can also imagine them doing like Tournament of Power to add Ultra Instinct.
Okay, so Tournament of Power, Ultra Instinct, that requires some work. I can see them doing it, but why wouldn't you just have like a Goku Black arc first, which already has the map, because you made that with Future Trunks. It already has all the forms that have been used. You already have Vegito, you just change his hair and give him a new super. So all you gotta do really is make Zamasu Goku Black and Zamasu fused. That's all you gotta do for that DLC.
Which is not very exciting.
True. Rage Trunks too. It's true.
I guess that's you get to play as Rage Trunks. Get the big ass sword maybe. But it's the least exciting of the. I agree. I don't care much for Goku Black, man.
I agree, but I think they can take that. I think they can take that. First of all, just the character hype alone is going to carry that DLC. And second, they've made, if this DLC is good, the one they're making right now, they've made 2 great DLCs for this season pass. They can make one that's less good.
Yeah. And by less good, like, it's still going to appeal to a lot of people. It's just maybe it's not very exciting for us because we're looking for other stuff. I don't like Goku Black necessarily, but even that, like, if you give me a Goku Black DLC, I know what to expect. It's going to be a pretty basic DLC. Superhero, though. Not superhero, Super Broly movie. That would be dope. That would be super dope. Like, you get a new location. You get, actually, several new locations. Maybe you get some situations where you're in the spaceship traveling with Frieza or Broly and the friends. That's exciting. And then you get the snow fight. Whew.
Yeah. And the snow map too. I mean, they already have a snow map, but it's not the same.
And then would you play as Gogeta or would you play as Broly then?
Fight? No, you fight against Broly. I don't think they would make Broly playable in that DLC. They would give you Gogeta, yes, but you wouldn't fight as Broly.
What was Rina talking about with the?
I actually think that you would be able to. That would be the perfect scenario because if you think about it,
most of to play Broly like when he's a child, right? When he's surviving.
I think that doesn't happen.
You know why I think there's a possibility of that happening. It's because most of that movie does not happen without Broly. Most of the movie is Broly. So if you want to do a Broly DLC, it's going to be a pretty bad one because it's just going to be the Broly fight.
True.
So I think they would actually go out of their way a bit and maybe create the situation where you grow up as Broly, and then he got captured. I don't remember.
Yeah,
very well.
I would be super hyped for that, to be honest.
That would be awesome, right?
I would be super hyped if they were like, well, actually, you fight against Goku. Like, you don't fight as Goku in this DLC.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Ooh,
I like that.
Gogeta final boss.
That takes some balls and some very careful maneuvering with Shueisha that I don't know if Bandai can pull it off. So we'll see.
But you could get to the point
you'll still
where...
lose, right? Yeah.
You'll still lose.
Yeah.
No, you get teleported out. You
Yeah.
don't lose. You just, like, someone teleports you out of there.
It's
Yeah,
like
but
the Bardo
maybe...
situation.
Maybe you get to Earth with Broly, and then it cuts to Goku. That's the easy way of doing it.
Yeah.
It's still very interesting, because you still get to play as Broly, but then you switch to Goku and Vegeta and Gogeta.
Nikogo asks, which anime would you guys love to see a collab with a fighting game? So everyone take a shot, because that question came up, so we gotta take a shot.
Soul Eater fighting game.
Sure.
Easy for me. It has to be Naruto.
Sure.
It has to be Naruto.
One Piece. Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know. You pick, man. It's all of them.
For me, it has to be Naruto. It's above anything else for me. Like, it's my favorite anime for sure. I would love to see it.
This is probably an unpopular opinion, but I love transformations. I would love to see more transformations in the next DLC. So I hope that you are able to play as Broly, but I doubt it. it's not an unpopular opinion to say I'm a Dragon Ball fan and I love transformations. That's literally why they do it. That's literally why Super Saiyan Blue exists, and they barely bother to justify it with a story reason, is because Dragon Ball fans see new color, hype. So that's not unpopular, I don't feel like.
Yeah. I hate that they... It's not like the story that they backed themselves on was good, because it wasn't. Like, you get more powerful if you're close to death and you can transform and your hair changes. That's a stupid story idea. But they, at some point, but we don't care. We accept that. But when they got to the point where, like, we're not even explaining this shit. It's just new hair. Whatever.
New hair.
That's when it...
You like beast mode? I don't know.
Oh my god, don't even get me.
We didn't talk about this, but EVO 2023 released the early bird registration, so these are just the first signups for EVO, and they place Street Fighter 6 at the top, obviously, with Guilty Gear Strive in second place, followed by Tekken. I think this top 3 is exactly how I expected it to be, and I also expect like the gap between 1 and 2 to be massive.
Yeah.
Marvel beating Dragon Ball is crazy. That just says like how poorly Dragon Ball is doing nowadays, and how much like Bandai is fumbling the bag by not releasing crossplay sooner. I mean, announcing the balance patch is not the same as balancing the game already. We don't even know how much more stuff is going to be broken. Like, need to hurry up and do that shit too. So yeah, Dragon Ball falling a position here to Marvel is kind of insane, but happy for Marvel, obviously. King of Fighters, Melty, Mortal Kombat 11. I'm surprised this is still even in. But you gotta keep NetherRealm happy, because they're gonna release 12 soon, and it's gonna be hype. Thanks for the link there, Ender.
You know what? The thing about Dragon Ball FighterZ is that it got to a point where I think that they have actually hurt themselves by releasing rollback. Just work on the second one, because the way they did it, the marketing for the rollback and the new versions was so poorly done that at this point I don't even know if it makes sense for them, because they're gonna miss out on EVO, and when they release it, people are gonna be playing other games, because this is a very good year for fighting games. So if they had released it before, maybe it would make sense. Right now, I think they're actually with this. I don't know.
But there's a reason why you don't release Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, and that's
Yeah, you just gotta pull up Budokai Tenkaichi.
Yep, that's just what I'm doing. That's just what I'm doing. They announced Tenkaichi 4. They can't compete with this game. This game has... Okay, that's my video. I got caught. I thought that was going to be the trailer. That's my video on the trailer. Well, yeah. Tenkaichi 4. That's literally the reason why you don't work on Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. I mean, you're working on it now, but like you don't want it to come anywhere near this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it makes sense. But still, like, what do they expect with delaying it this much and releasing it after Street Fighter 6? Maybe on par with Tekken 8 and maybe Mortal Kombat 12. Is like, are you still... I know that they committed to it. Now they have to do it, but the timing was very poorly done. Very poorly done. And especially with lab code. I think just the meta with fusions in lab code has put the game into a state that it's just boring to play and boring to watch. So yeah, it's tough.
True.
Getting beat by Marvel.
What's the best anime game you guys have played, and why do you think it's the best? Metal Gear Solid 2.
I agree.
Yeah. That's anime as fuck, right? You go into Metal Gear Solid 3 and it's okay, not so much anymore, but like 2 is so anime.
Yeah, 3 is just a movie, like a Hollywood movie.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the best Metal Gear, I'm saying it's the best anime game.
Oh, the best Metal Gear, that's a tough conversation.
Yeah, the best Metal Gear is another call. I would say 3, to be honest. I mean, crawling around in a jungle and eating snakes is not very anime. I don't know if I consider that. Okay, actually...
There's like lightning humans.
And there's Ocelot, and there's a
Oh,
guy that
no.
controls bees, man. Oh,
Nah, but
okay.
second one is anime as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Second one, you have the girl that stops bullets.
Bro,
you
Vegeta,
have
how do you use Ocelot and bees the same exact thing? Vampires are not anime, okay? Stop. How do you use the exact same two things that I said?
Vamp. Vamp is 2.
It's not anime.
Hey, Vegeta, Vamp is from the second one.
Also, yeah, Vamp. No,
Don't take that away from the second one. It is, yeah. And
Yeah.
fourth one. You have the other guy with the bombs. Is it the one that's he roller skates and has bombs. That's anime as fuck.
but you also have the guy with lightning, like the Chrono.
That's the Volgan.
Volgan. Volgan is the end of 3, and you also have the emo guy that summons the souls that you killed.
Dude, but Raiden, like he's so. Come on.
Is so anime.
The MC,
so anime.
The MC is so anime.
And Vamp is actually super anime. He just literally can't die. And the girl that she has a railgun, and she stops bullets. Come on, are you kidding me?
I can admit that Raiden is anime as fuck, but as a plot, I'm gonna go with 3.
Okay. Fair answer. Are you hyped for Baryon Naruto? Asks Ichunka. I'm okay. I'm like, it's fine. You know, Baryon mode was a character that I think we all knew was coming. I think it looks really good in game. I'm more hype about the gameplay they showed and like the new mechanics. Like, I might not even play Baryon mode in fighting. I mean, I will because I want to put him on thumbnails. But if I wasn't a content creator, maybe I wouldn't even touch that character. You know, I didn't see anything in the moveset that's like, whoa, like okay, that looks good. You know.
I think I'm more hyped about what this means, and we've discussed that when we cover the news. But I think I'm more hyped about the fact that because we got this trailer, we're gonna start getting more trailers, and Baryon mode was gonna come, a new Sasuke was gonna come as well. We want to know what the other characters, and I think that's the most exciting part is what the next characters are gonna be. What's the characters that we're gonna be like? Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're putting this character in the game.
Let's get into the unpredictable territory, you know? Get away from the obvious stuff. It's like I've been saying that for Tekken every week. By the way, there's no Tekken reveals this week. I don't know if you guys noticed they went on a break here. But I've been saying that every Tekken reveal has been like super obvious, but finally like 2 weeks ago they started going to some characters that I don't think were super confirmed. Do I have a roster prediction? I do. I don't think.
So
I think I missed already, right? I don't have a new Sasuke, do I? I don't have a new Sasuke. Was my last character here? Okay. So this is wrong already.
That's on us actually. Yeah, that. Of course, there was gonna be a new Sasuke.
Come on, he's like 2 months older than the latest version. He's seriously like, there's nothing new there.
Yeah, we know, but like, look, how many Sasukes have been in the game that are very different from each other?
Okay, well,
you also have like,
but
some stretches.
There's usually like something significant in the story, like a new power or something that happened for that Sasuke to get a new moveset.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Nothing happened here. Nothing. It's the same Sasuke.
It's the biggest. Yeah, this is the biggest stretch for sure.
Yeah. So
but now he supports the Kage.
I think.
What if they removed one?
Okay, look. These are the next two. If they are revealing in pairs, these are the next two.
Yeah.
It's gonna be super obvious too.
Or the adult versions.
Nah, too soon. That's DLC. That's 100% saved for DLC. They can't blow all the cartridges out right now.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
I guess you're right. Yeah, those would be the obvious ones, yeah.
I think, this is like going to be the obvious thing. Konohamaru is also super obvious, and also Ishiki. I think these are the big obvious characters. So like next characters, we're still gonna see like 2 weeks of obvious reveals before we get to the really, really hype stuff. Yeah, we're getting a new Sasuke.
Oh, we need to release a video, by the way.
Yeah, we should. What's the title?
We should. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know what's the title.
All right.
I agree with you.
Vegeta, what's the title? brainstorm.
Wait, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, what's
I
the
was
title?
muted.
What's the title?
Yes, you're Vegeta's.
You're
I
Vegeta.
said title is what did I call it here? New Ninjas.
New Ninjas.
I don't know.
Uh,
I'm a video editor, man. I'm not a.
Baryon mode gameplay. I think these words have to be in the title.
Yeah. How did we do the new gameplay? Baryon mode gameplay breakdown. Maybe.
I mean, yeah.
Let me see. Let me see how we did the stuff for Demon Slayer.
And then you go Naruto Storm Connections. Because like you can't, if you just do Baryon mode, now people are like, is it coming to Shinobi Striker? Because now we gotta be specific. And
It's extra thorough.
These keywords are starting to be bad. It's a lot. It's just keywords. This title is not clickable because it's just keywords. What's the video about? It's about the new character reveals. It's about
the title for this stream would actually be the title for the video as well.
What?
New characters breakdown.
Like Baryon
and Storm Connections.
Naruto Storm Connections.
Right.
Should I have the new?
Vegeta's! The 8 minutes?
Look, what did I tell you in chat? I told you in chat. I filled a lot of sausages. I filled a lot of sausages. What you need 1 extra second, don't you?
I might need an extra second.
Fuck.
We'll see.
No.
So there's reaction and then there's breakdown.
I'm exporting 1 version with an extra second right now. To be fair, it was 8 minutes and 50 frames. You bitch.
Oh, just put 10 frames. Just put 10 frames. We're good.
That's what I did.
The 10 frames. Captain Toast, thanks for the dono. Yeah, this came out of nowhere. Yeah, he picked up Sasuke from the ground with that. Okay, rewind this whole fucking live stream, man. We talked about it at the start, and there's a video coming out.
I'm
Okay, Duplo, I know you think that title is good. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's a terrible title for this specific video. People just want to get hyped about the new gameplay.
Shinobi Striker revealed what? What a great title for a Storm Connection video. Oh, I love that.
Here's my struggle right now. Storm Connections, Naruto Connections, or Storm Connections? Do we have to go Naruto Storm Connections?
How many characters is this?
Give me connections.
Character count. Online character count.
Fucking.
This DLC was a mistake, was my last title on the character count. 55 characters with this fucking title. Ugh. Gonna be something like this, Max.
New Naruto Storm Connections gameplay breakdown.
Baryon mode, all caps. Baryon mode, all caps. First, Storm Connections gameplay. Let's see.
I like that.
45 words. 45 characters. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Yeah. Send me that, please.
What do you mean send me that?
Just copy paste.
I'll put it on mic.
Thank you.
Send
I wanna be fast. It's already that way I don't have to check the spelling.
Now, can you put multiple ads on it, or does Vegeta's have to export another version with 10 more frames?
I'm already exporting a version with 10 more frames because I don't want to risk.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah,
I got kind of pissed off, honestly, with this one.
True. Oh well. Anyway, you guys just witnessed the process of coming up with a title. Pressure, under pressure.
Sometimes it's way worse than this. This was actually pretty good.
Not bad, not bad. Thank you all for your suggestions. Thanks for a fire episode of Around the Bush. We do these every Friday. If you want to keep up with the latest happenings in the anime news scene, you come to the right place. Now, over on the main channel, we're gonna break down and react to the new gameplay, the new Storm gameplay. If you weren't here during that time of the live stream, it's going to be a very good video. Reina, do you have a link for that video already?
I do not. What I do is I can manage mid rolls, so we got that covered.
Cool. All right. So
nothing needed.
No, I can manage mid rolls.
Nice.
It's fine. We
So-
got ads.
Awesome. So you guys make sure to go to the main channel, check that out. And I'll catch you guys next week for some more live streaming. We got JoJo's Fantasy next Monday. I will be the last chance qualifier. Vegeta, are you free to do that live stream? Because Rena isn't here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
yeah. Mr. Beast in chat. Can I have money?
What?
I am struggling. I need to pay my employees. Please. Miss. Thank you.
Please.
Bye.
Attention.